representing USA Hunter American Dressers, welcome. And Carol Ann, Raymond, and Eric with the kilt. You're not wearing your kilt today, are you, mate? Ever since he said he wore a kilt, he said only in Scotland, but yeah. But welcome, everybody. And Nana, how you doing there? So what is our topic today, Kelly?
I thought we'd talk about gratefulness.
Yes.
And the art of being grateful helps bring in more things. Like I suggest that every day somebody write down something that you're grateful for and you help change your mindset. You do it for 90 days. It doesn't matter what you're grateful for. It can be an eyelash. It's whatever. And it helps manifest good things into your life.
That is true. You can manifest things in your life. That is correct.
And another thing that I wanted to mention, that since we're having a new moon, you can write down what you want to manifest during the new moon. That brings in good energy, and you write it down on a piece of paper. That way it helps solidify it. And then you put your paper underneath the candle, burn the candle, and that helps manifest what you want to manifest for that month, year, or whatever.
Really? Underneath the candle?
Yep.
I did not know that.
And it doesn't matter what color you use on that,
That's interesting.
But there's different colors. I know this is off subject of gratefulness, but hey, whatever. Different colors of candles for different things, like green for money, white for spirit, pink for love, red for passion, creativity, orange can be for creativity, and the candles help burn up energy and bring energy in, so that's a good thing to shake up the energy in the house.
Right. Yeah.
Always make sure that you stick it in something so it don't fall over and start fire, of course.
Right.
And then don't ever leave it burning overnight.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people have started house fires when I was on the PD because of candles.
Oh, yeah. But there's nothing like a good candle.
Yes, I do. Mine are blessed. And they're white for spirit. So, yes, so that is true. So, yeah. But I didn't know about writing it and put it underneath the candle. That was interesting.
Yeah, put it on a glass bowl or whatever, and then, or a plate, and that way you help manifest it. And you do that for the new year too. And on New Year's Day, you write your intentions for the new year, and that's what you do to manifest what you want for that year.
I eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day.
Yeah, because they're the symbol of money.
Right.
Yeah. You always should do something like that.
So yeah. So I got that part down.
It's a good luck thing.
My mom always says, make sure you eat black-eyed peas. I'm like, I'm eating them. So, yes.
Yeah, my mom too. We always used to do that. You had to have some ham and some black-eyed peas and have that, some kind of bean for the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that is true. Absolutely. Cryptic Cowboy, how can I manifest a hot brunette? Wow.
Well, write every aspect down of what you want in a mate and be as specific as you can be, because universe always picks up original thought. So always be specific.
Interesting. So
and always be clear. Don't be iffy with something. Don't play tease, because sometimes you can manifest stuff.
Gene Hudson, I see drawing of a tree with a black background, and they have light tan leaves, and they wrote what they were thankful for in the leaves. and place them on the tree or ground when falling was cute. Interesting.
Neat. That's neat. Yeah. There's lots of traditions like that all around the world.
When is the new moon? I think we're about to approach it, aren't we?
I think so. I'm not sure. My calendar doesn't, I don't have the moon on my calendar anymore. I used to get a moon calendar. They're hard to find anymore.
Yeah, I think we are approaching the new moon. I think you can Google it.
Yeah, somebody Google it for us and put it in the chat.
Yeah, now I know one of my watches used to have it. It used to show me the phases of the moons. So, but yes, you can actually manifest things, and just like prayers.
Yep. Yep.
Gene Hudson, I don't like candles. 20 years ago, my adopted 3-year-old granddaughter blew out a candle and caught her bangs on fire.
Oh, no. Goodness.
There's been some big bangs. Wow, that's scary.
Yeah, very. And another thing, talking about manifestation, like also on the new year, if you want to get rid of things out of your life, you write down what you want to get rid of and burn it. And that'll like get rid of the negative energy of what you're trying to get rid of.
The new moon is Friday. I did not know that as well.
Yeah.
So you write it down and you burn it, huh?
Yep. And of course, don't use a bowl where you'll burn your hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Cryptid. I forgot. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Happy birthday. I forgot that. I'd send you a birthday wish on Facebook. I forgot it was your birthday. Yes. Enjoy your birthday dinner. Yep. Eclipse is coming. That is correct, Raymond. New moon. Yeah. So.
And in astrology, wherever the eclipse hits in your chart, it's more important.
That's interesting. My nephew and his wife had a white tablecloth they use every Thanksgiving, and everyone signed dates and writes it. They are thankful for every year a different color. Well, that's interesting.
Neat.
That is an interesting tradition, Gene. Wow. That is awesome. I never heard that. That's a good one. October 14th. So.
Yeah, I just had my birthday yesterday.
That's right, you did. Happy belated birthday. That's right.
Thank you.
Yes. I sent you a happy birthday too on Facebook. That's right.
Yes, thank you.
So, a lot of birthdays this week.
Lots of Octobers.
Yes, a lot. My parents' 50th wedding anniversaries this week.
Oh, wow. Congrats at them.
Yeah. Signs Bob, new moon is 3 days and 8 hours now on Friday. Welcome, Nana Boss. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you and have you. So at the end of the year, now, can you do that weekly or monthly, or do you do it at the end of the year, write down your negative stuff and burn
The
it?
end of the year. You can do it once a month if you want. Burning bowl ceremony, that's what it's called.
Interesting.
But it's neat to know, that
everybody's wishing a happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, lots of happy birthdays they're wishing you. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start trying that out.
And then journaling helps you manifest too, if you journal.
I used to write diaries when I was younger. I don't know why I quit, but it always seemed to help me.
Helps focus you.
Full moon on the Friday the 13th. That explains my dogs, Gene Hudson says.
Yep.
Wow. So what other ways can we manifest things?
Another thing that you can do is image it in your mind. Believe that it's already happened and thank the universe for it as if it's already there. Like, it can be anything. Like, say you need a new car. Thank you, universe, for my brand new car. And as if it's already there, and you can manifest that. And, picture yourself driving it, sitting in it,
It's weird that you said that because hello, Russell Easterbrooks. Welcome to the show. I was watching somebody last year and they're like, I don't have a pot to pee in, the window to throw it out. But I got money coming in, bills to pay, and money in the bank. And the woman asked him, they're like, well, how do you get all this money? And he said, I manifest it. I picture myself with a paycheck every week. And, and that's the way I do it. And it just, why did you say that? Nana Boss, Kelly Joe, can you please tell me what made the 2 EVPs during my show last week? Uh-oh.
It feels like a man.
Interesting.
Male energy.
But he did. That's what he said. And I kind of laughed because I was like, he's kind of full of it, but maybe he wasn't.
And, you thank the universe, you hold your hand up, you say, thank you, universe, for all I need and more for this month or this week. Thank you. And, and it is that it's simple, Same way if you want a mate, you picture your mate and you picture what you want and you thank the universe for it.
Yeah. Nilda says, Kelly Joe, I felt somebody or someone sit on the side of my bed. I also heard someone called Miami. Is that right? Or is that Mammy?
Mammy?
And a knock the door. Who could it be?
Knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
It feels like your grandma. But she's a medium anyway, and she gets passerbys too.
Interesting. And poor Brian Barber, he said, I missed last week's show, Kelly Joe. Can you tell me what my past life was?
You were a cowboy.
Give me cow.
And he had a ranch in feels like what out in Wyoming in the 1800s.
And why can I can actually see him, with the spit dump ting. I can see him being a cowboy.
Well, that's what I see.
Mr. Cowboy. Well, I bet he had a set of spurs. Nana Ball says, thank you, Kelly Joe.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's
and tell Nana Ball it was an intelligent haunting.
Interesting, Nana Balls. Yeah, man, when you get those live on the show, it'll shake your core. I know that. So, hello, La. Welcome, Science Bob and La. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'd write something down, try to manifest something. Am I afraid it may backfire and bring bad mojo? I wouldn't think that, Roger.
That's not true.
Yeah, I don't think that. You know what? Now every time I see Barber, now I'm not going to think about the Sweet and Low box. Now I'm going to think I want to be a cowboy. You remember that song?
Yep. Toby Keith.
Ooh,
That's a good
unbelievable.
song.
Oh, thank you, Lala. That's awesome.
But you know, there's lots of ways to manifest. Another thing is to do like remember the manifestation boards, you know, just take a poster board and get images and write on it and glue down images of what you want to manifest. That still works too.
So is that why people actually put up pictures of what they want?
Right. That's what a manifestation board is. You can even just do a pig board.
Vacation homes, vacations,
right.
their new cars,
Yep.
wardrobes.
Yep. Because one time way back, I wanted to go to Alaska. So I put it on a manifestation board. And then in 2003, my girlfriend married a guy from Alaska, and I got to be the tail gunner in a van for 3 months in Alaska to pick up pieces and parts that people left from their RVs. And I was gone for 3 months in Alaska. And I wrote down everything I wanted to see. I saw the backwards wave, the white whales. I saw Mount McKinley. I saw the Aurora Borealis. I got to see the grizzly bears. I got to see moose. I got to see the wild horses. I got to see caribou, you know, and it was a ball. I loved it. Got to go halibut fishing, and I flash froze it and sent it home. And I got it in pieces of 2 pounds, and I shared it with all my friends and family.
That's nice.
So
that's interesting. Melissa Hogan. Kelly Jo, can you tell me who's close to me right now in spirit?
There's who's Barb? There's a lady named Barbara, but your great grandma on your dad's side, and then there's a really tall, thin man with light brown hair with a wisp. That feels like on your dad's side. And you had in your heritage, you've had tons of farmers because there's a whole bunch of people with overalls. And Melissa, then somewhere in the woodpile, you got little tiny ladies with babushkas.
What the hell's a babushka?
Babushka is a little scarf. That's a babushka. I call them babushka ladies.
Melissa says, not grandma on my dad's side, ? I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
She said no. Well, I can't help what they tell me.
You said great, but how about grandma? I wasn't paying attention. I was laughing.
Well, so I said your great grandma is who's around, and then your grandma that just recently passed. That feels like she's a short little lady. And she hangs out in the right-hand side of your bedroom, and then she loves the kitchen. You got a lady that's only like 5 foot.
She's an empath like me, and yes, she is. Okay, so that resonates. Okay. All right. Sorry. Usually I pay attention, Melissa. I apologize.
Sorry, but sometimes I'll pick people 3 or 4 generations back too, hon. So ask somebody really old who those people are.
Yeah, she likes pink too. Interesting. And also, Barb was not. She was painting on a ladder. Let's see here. She wants to know about her past life too, please. Thank you.
I feel like she was a gentleman who was a tobacco farmer in South Carolina in the 1800s.
Now, if you all never done that kind of work, that is some hard stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I did that when I was a teenager. Man, oh money, I made good money, but that was some back-breaking labor right there. I did it from the seedling to harvest, to planting, to harvesting. Oh man, yes. Brian Barber said, "Ha, hear that, Henny? I was a real cowboy, baby." Yeah. Nilda says, "Thank you, Kelly Joe."
You're welcome.
So yeah, Nana Boss said, "Yeah, it rattled me pretty good." Or EVPs, yeah, it rattled us pretty good too when we get them on the show. Because I'm half deaf and my mic can really pick up stuff. So yeah. Let's see here. Everybody's playing the cowboy baby now. Let's see. Castles in Scotland. Let's see here. Bear with me here. I'm going through the comments. Now, Standing Stones was offered an x-ray job in Alaska. Wow.
Oh, you ought to take it. Alaska's gorgeous.
Melissa Hogan. Must have a vision board accidentally and put purgatory on it. That's a good one. That sounds like an amazing adventure, Kelly Joe. Alaska's on my bucket list for sure.
Oh, it's lovely. It's so neat.
I probably would never leave. That's my problem.
Got to go to the Signpost Village and got to go visit the Tlingit Indians and what's the other ones? The Alabaskan. And we tried what was it? It was salmon jerky, and it was good.
Interesting. Nana Kim, can you tell me who's around me, Kelly Joe?
Well, I get grandfather on your dad's side, and then you have like a brown dog. It's like a light brown dog, medium dog around you. And then there's a tall, elegant lady with pearls, long neck, blonde hair, light blue eyes. And she always wore her hair up in like a twist. I don't know who this is, but that's what I see.
Hello, Valve BTW. Hey, what's up there, SpongeBob? Welcome there off Twitch. Nice to have you there. Welcome. Round of applause for you. Science Bob. A spirit was in our house last night clapping at 1:20 a.m. Who or what was it? Wow.
It was an uncle on your dad's side that was a prankster. He's like 5'11", sandy brown hair, and brown eyes. And he just thought that was a hoot and a holler.
Wow, that's funny. Welcome, Anna D. Glad you joined.
I see him like going in and out and popping in and out really fast. You know how you like time jump? He'd like clap and then pop over here and clap and pop over there. laughing.
That's interesting. Wow. Melissa Hogan, way before her time, but had to hide herself because she had been called crazy back then. Oh, yeah, old past lives. Yeah, people with abilities back then, they were not liked. Yes. Yep. Anna D, happy birthday, Kelly Joe. Had a wonderful evening, very blessed year. Yes, absolutely. And Anna D, by the way, are we discussing past lives? If so, can you pick up anything on me, please, Kelly Joan? Thank you.
You lived way back in antebellum times, Bellum, like huge mansion, huge Victorian mansion. You had your family, a wealthy family, and you have access to libraries and learning. And you had dark hair, and your dad was a lawyer, a barrister.
Oh, interesting. Welcome, Ann. Welcome to the show.
So that's what I see or hear.
Interesting. Let's see. Roger Blair, my uncle told me my great grandpa used to raise tobacco for his own use. My uncle said him and some of our cousins used to slip and get some of it. It does not taste good out in the field without the chemicals on it. I can tell you that. I got sick. The old farmer laughed at me. So Brian says, I'm glad I was a cowboy, not the one that got lit the torch for Crystal. Why would you have to bring up Crystal? Bless her heart. That poor girl. She ain't never going to be able to live that. War criminal. Kelly, who are my spirit guides?
You have one guide that I don't get their names for you, but his name's Paul. And he's a tall, thin man with he wears like white, no collar shirt and pants, like it's like cotton or linen. Brown hair, brown beard, brown mustache. And then I also see a lady, excuse me, and I see, now guides have never been human though. A lady with blonde hair, blue eyes, and you've seen this person since you were a little kid. So those are the two guides that pop up. But we have more than one guide, but your main guide is the Paul guy.
What do you mean, Standing Stones? Yes, Brian, poor Crystal. I'm the one that said poor Crystal, not Brian. He's the one that's burning her at the stake laughing. Carol, can you tell me if I have any card readers relatives in a past life? It's interesting she would ask that.
Yeah, you had people that could read in your family, like 2 generations back.
I think she knew that answer.
So, but you're very psychic yourself.
Remember about angels said never to name them. So
What?
I don't know. I was reading what Amy C. WC War Criminal timely question was reading about angels. It said never to name them. I never heard that.
Me either. I don't know what that means.
Standing Stone. I know. Tell me. So tell Standing Stones, right? Poor girl, you know, she could have been Joan of Arc or something, but no, she was the witch at the stake. Anna D, thank you, Kelly Joe. I have dark hair now, and I was actually wanting to be a lawyer when I was younger, but I got sidetracked at 19.
You would have made
That's interesting. Yeah. You know, it's really interesting how people wanted to be something and they didn't. And then in their past lives, they were. Have you ever noticed that?
That's a neat connection. It's a crossover.
Yes. Or, you know, like the time that you did everybody on the past, they're like, oh, I'm into like the 1930 clothes and
right.
And clicked all that era clothing or something. Yes. So yeah, Brian and a bad boy. That's right. Hello, Rita. Lovely Rita. How you doing there? So yeah, make sure everybody enjoying the show. And like Gary says, hit the like button, share and subscribing, and make sure commenting, please. Standing Stones, what did I do in a past life?
Wow. I see you would definitely were in World War II. And I see you in the bombardier bubble. You were like a bombardier in the bubble of the World War II plane.
Oh, so he was a machine gunner or something. Interesting. Anna D, I wanted to be a lawyer to help those who didn't have money for one. I've helped many in other ways all my life, so I feel I've done my mission all the same. Yeah.
And then Standing Stones, I also see the health thing in the 1800s. He was one of the doctors that figured out to wash your hands.
Interesting.
Before they knew about germs.
Yes. Turret gunman. Russell
Yeah,
Easter.
thank you.
Yes. Russell Easterberg. Same thing. Brooks. Anything about his past life?
I see him being like a clockmaker in like Sweden or someplace like that. I see gears.
Interesting.
He was very talented. And he also did make the watches. You know, like he would make like the pocket watches. And he also did ones with music. Because I hear when you open it up, it plays music. Oh, that'd be neat to have one of those.
Interesting. Melissa Dowling. Oh my God, funny. I was thinking about that today. It took so long for people to catch on to that. Dr. Colleen, Standing Stones.
Yep.
Hello, Melissa. Welcome to the show.
But it's funny how things carry on into this lifetime.
Interesting. Chad C. Kelly Joe, have you ever ran upon a person you couldn't read?
Oh yeah. I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You'll have to go to somebody else.
So, yes. Welcome to the show, Chad C. Nice to have you. And Prospecting USA, Hunting American's Treasure. Did I have a past life as well?
You were in the 1920s and you traveled on steamships. You were a world traveler. And you were female.
Interesting. Melissa Dowling, anything I have a past life in?
You were like you could shoot a gun. You were like Anna, get your gun. You were a crack shot. You could ride a horse and you were really good with a shotgun.
Interesting. I sure do love the 70s music and the elderly, she says. Barb Hartman. Kelly Joe, do you see if I was ever a female in a past life, I don't feel any connection to North Carolina or tobacco farming unless I hated it. She's laughing. Yeah.
Well, I just told you what I got. You know?
Yeah. Amy says, how come I can't be a world traveler? Well, hell, I was a monk. So what the heck? I was a monk, so I didn't pick that. So,
well, you have many lifetimes. I'm just picking up on what I pick up. You know, we've been male, we've been female, we've been good, we've been bad.
yes. So,
and it's just one snippet in time.
Yes, that is true. Absolutely.
You know, and I'm sure that you guys have had remembrances of times and places, and you know, look at what you're interested in, look at what fascinates you in history, and I imagine you were that in another lifetime.
what I think's really interesting is seeing those. Remember when they had that series on with the children
Oh yeah,
that they said they reincarnated and they
yeah.
would go back and tell their parents that they were World War II fighter plane
Yep.
pilots and
Well, what about that little girl that reincarnated? She went and saw her husband,
yes.
and she knew everything all about him. It totally flipped him out.
Susie B. Kelly Joe, can you see what I was in a past time, in a past life?
I see you as in the 1920s, a famous baseball player, and you played third base.
That's interesting.
I think with the Orioles back then, were they a baseball in the 1920s? Orioles?
That I don't know.
I don't know, but I get Orioles.
Yeah, that I don't know. Baseball player.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So I definitely will do you say, what's it called? The burning bow? She says, nice. Thank you, Kelly Joe.
Right.
So I'll definitely do the burning bow. I definitely would do the writing and put it underneath the candle trick.
Yeah. To
Try
manifest.
that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, to manifest. So that's interesting.
And make sure you do your burning bowl outside.
Yes. Yeah, we had to put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
Don't want smoke alarms to go off. Welcome,
right.
Yolanda. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you're doing well.
But it's
nice to have you.
Neat the weird things you get when you for different people. You have no idea what you're going to get,
Right. But that makes sense though, because I've been to people's houses and I've actually seen refrigerators with pictures, and I would ask them, "What's that?" "Oh, that's where I would like to go on vacation."
Right.
Or that's my car I would like to buy, or so yeah.
And like you can take magazines and stuff and cut them out and pictures and just glue them on your whiteboard, and there you go. And you also can write on the side,
Yeah. Anna D. Kelly Joe, may I ask who you see around me possible?
Well, is your mom? I get my mother figure around you, and a grandma, and then there's an aunt with round glasses and reddish blonde hair with bangs. So that's who I see around you.
And Chad C wants to know, is it possible not to have spirit guides?
No, you everybody has guides, whether you feel them or see them or not. Nobody is without one. There isn't a soul in the world that doesn't have spirit guides, and they've never been human. Angels have always been angels, and humans have always been humans.
Okay. Eric says, I don't think I'll be doing any kind of burning by my house for a while. Uh-oh. He must have caught something on fire. On fire. I can't even say fire. Gene Hudson Orioles was founded in 1894 as a minor league team based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wow.
Neat. Thank you for looking that up. So
yes.
That's what I got.
Welcome, Liana.
And believe me, I don't know sports at all.
I don't either.
It ain't my jam, but I can pick up on it.
That's interesting. That was a fun fact. Anna D says, okay, thank you. That was interesting. Wow, 1894.
Neat. They're an old team.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. But that's what I got.
Thank you, Gene Hudson, for checking.
Yeah.
Put that one to rest. Yeah.
And then when you're aware, it runs in the family. So it's lineal, passed down the generations when you're psychic.
Brooks Robinson was the famous third base player. Wow.
Wow. Maybe she was that. Him.
Kelly Joe, give me a number from 1 to 14. That is my best area.
Five.
Brian Barber, I didn't realize baseball's over 100 years ago. I didn't either, Brian. I learned something new today.
Me too. We all did.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, how fun. I love doing this. This is neat. You learn something every day.
Now, wouldn't that be something that Susie B her name was Susie Brooks?
Yeah.
So
maybe she ought to do Ancestry and see if there's a link up. Some kind of connection. Right? Yeah. You never know.
That would be wild.
And you guys throw out some ideas for next week's show, guys.
Yeah. What do y'all want to talk about?
The show ends. What do you guys want to learn about? Throw some ideas out, guys. I need a little bit of inspiration here, guys. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, before we wrap up, any other questions? What are some good topics for next week's shows, ladies and gentlemen? Here, I even play some theme music here.
Yeah.
What sounds good? What's something you was at a doctor, Yolanda? Hopefully everything come out well and good.
Yes.
Brian Barber says, Kelly Joe, I'm going back to the woods for the first time in over a month. Will I have any luck with Sasquatch?
Yes.
Chad C, mega million numbers, LOL.
That's not my forte, but I had a girlfriend that used to do it.
Boy, if that was the case, I wouldn't be right here.
We would all be millionaires if we could do that.
That's right.
But what I tell people if they ask me, I say, if you get the numbers, play them.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll figure something out for the next show. How about numerology? Are you good with numerology?
That's not my forte.
Gene Hudson, Kelly, there was a print in mud. Where'd it go? On my bedroom floor when I got back yesterday. Can you tell me who left it? Whoa! Was it a footprint? Or a dog print?
Wow. It feels like she's having a visitation from someone who drowned it.
Wow.
And it feels female. It takes a lot of energy to manifest a mud footprint. Wow.
Lala says, bring a sweet and low for the Sasquatch.
I don't get what the sweet and low is for the Sasquatch. What did it do? Did they go camping and did it eat the sweet and low?
No, Brian found some feces and he put it in a sweet and low box and it's in his freezer.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why, and his partner found out about it live on a show. But yes. War Criminal says, one more thing, give me an alphabetical letter, Kelly Joe.
What is War Criminal doing? I have no idea.
some kind of mystery.
Hey.
An H is in Henry.
Yeah.
Okay, H is in Henry. Okay, I know, Brian.
Now,
In Lala.
Lala said maybe somebody broke in. The lady with the mud footprint.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Was an actual like footprint, like toes,
Right.
or was it an actual like shoe print? So, and one last question, Raymond. What about my my past life, please?
You were a hipster in London.
Wow. Now, who was it with the footprint?
Yeah, where's the lady with the footprint? Now I'm concerned. She needs to make sure her locks work good.
The one print, was it Gene? Was it a footprint like a barefoot print or a shoe print? Hello, Facebook user from Marlboro, North Carolina. Or Marlboro, North Carolina. No, it was a handprint. It was Gene. It was a handprint. Whoa, I don't know about that. And Raymond says, before we wrap up, who are my spirit guides? That'll be the last one.
You have a male guide that wears a turban, and he has a black beard and black eyes and black mustache. That's his main guide. And then he has a Native American Indian that looks like they're Sioux Indian.
Interesting. Interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast around the world, you have a good night. We'll catch you on the next show.
Good night.
See you at 9 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Ha ha ha.